Hello, hello. Welcome back. Day 17, right? Hopefully it'll be fun. I started to wake up in the early hours of the morning, before the sun was up, before the birds outside had started to chirp. Rubbing my eyes as I sat up in bed, I felt troubled, maybe sick. It was hard to really place how I was feeling, but in the strangest way I felt something calling to me. Not literally like when Oswin had contacted me through the intercom, but different. Throwing on some clothes and taking comfort in the warmth of my hoodie gave me a one warmth my hoodie gave me. I wandered downstairs. As I reached the bottom of the stairs, I expected to run into Oswin heading to bed again, but nothing but silence greeted me in the foyer. His warning came to mind as my eyes wandered over to the path towards the basement. That was the direction I was being pulled, and what harm was it in punching in a few words? The vault was the only thing that could change the situation we were in. I thought, maybe, that's just what I wanted to believe. Maybe that was the truth to what, it was hard to say. Standing in front of it was something entirely different. The tiredness gone, completely. You know. Ah. I'm just gonna open up my notes. Yeah. Yeah. Day 17. And I'll write down my notes. Okay. Anything in hopes of triggering what has been through multiple well, come on. There has to be something. Death, maybe? Murder? What about, That's adorable. Oh, is this what we're getting instead of a character portrait? Oh, it's like pointing down. Oh my god. Thanatos. What the fuck? Okay. Oi! I nearly jumped, spinning around quickly and scanning the room until I noticed Thanatos casually standing on the floor in the middle of the room. You? What? Nothing. What are you doing? Was about to ask you the same thing. Wait, why are you out of the lab? Shouldn't you still be, Says who? Where I see it, I can go anywhere I want. For you, though, what brings you down here? Oh, that's cute. Dunno, I just thought I'd try some words, see if I could get it to work. A few words, eh? Man, this guy has range. He's got expressions. He's a lad. I like him. I still think he's the killer. Wouldn't that be funny? I feel like that'd be such a swerve. You ain't having a laugh and gonna end up throwing the book at it, are ya? What book? You know, the dictionary. I shook my head quickly. No, just, something to settle my head. That's all. Well, good. Can't have you spending all day down here anyway. Why not? You daft? Not gonna get anywhere if you spend all day down here hoping for some answers. Can tell you that much. Was that all you were suggesting? This is the only thing keeping my friends alive. Times like this, I feel like going outside. Is that why you're out of your cage? Like I said, I can go anywhere I want. Sides, you being down here is doing neither of us any good. Well, where else am I supposed to go? Back to bed? I'm not all that tired anymore, and where else would I even start looking for? Well, anything, I guess. Outside? Need you to take me somewhere close. You can't get there yourself? Look, I can go around, but I don't want to spend all day getting there and back. But outside isn't safe. Jack's out there, and who knows what else. Or who else? But that's not really worrying to me. That rabbit was bad enough the first time we met. You've met before? And isn't he a hare? There's a difference. Still, yeah, we've met back when that dragon came wanting to buy the thing you've been playing with. Was he... Got a funny way of talking, but beyond that, don't know. Was all, yes boss, no boss, the whole time he was there. Enough of that, though. Take me outside. Hey. Before I had a chance to say anything, he was already scampering up the leg of my pants, moving to cling to my shoulders and wrapping himself around the back of my neck. Coast is clear upstairs. Get going. But I don't want to go outside. Well, too bad. You're going outside. You're going to the hedge maze. Figure it's been a while since you were last there, eh? Having all the extra weight on my shoulders made it difficult to head up the stairs at first, but by the time I hit the foyer, I had a handle on walking again. Come on, out the door. I could sense how I was hesitating as I reached for the handle leading out to the backyard, but this was urging. But at his urging, I step out into the open. I'd been out here before, but never alone, although the rat on my shoulders counted. I felt like I was exposed just standing out here. Hedge maze, keep moving. I want to hide from that rabbit. Hide in there. Thanatos, you're heavy. Nah, you just don't exercise enough. You can walk the rest of the way yourself if you want. It'd be your funeral. Take a right up ahead, then left again. He guided me through the maze, calling the directions as I needed them, almost effortlessly. He was quiet otherwise, even as we stepped into the center of the maze. Well, we're here. Let me down on the statue over there. Cheers. Well, we're out here now, but why? Can't be overheard out here. Last thing I want is the wrong person overhearing and make that a problem for either of us. But all the way out here? Furthest place from the house I can get. Added upside is, you know the way here. You know the way here, yeah? Will that come in handy? Who knows? Maybe. If you ever need to come back here, potentially. The day was still early, and I stretched as I... Oh my god. I don't know if that was a hiccup, but felt weird. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking all this root beer. But someone's got to drink it. And I stretched to breathe the fresh air. So why are we out here? As in, what didn't you want overheard? Right there. Right, that. So it turns out that your dying doesn't get me what I want. You messing about downstairs isn't going to get either of us anywhere either. But what do you want? Let's just say I'm in the mood to be helpful. Don't really want the chopper squad in the house shooting up the place. Chopper? You don't watch a lot of movies, do you? And you do? And yeah. Okay, yeah. Dave and I, save wavelength. I barely know anything about you. You're just a rat. But you can talk, and I don't know. You want to know stuff about me, eh? Well, yeah, like, why did they give you a collar to talk? So I could. And why were you named Thanatos? I'm a god of death. Why wouldn't I be named one after? Why wouldn't I be named after one? You're not a god, though. Just a pet, right? Now listen here, you. I ain't no pet. Then what makes you a god? You're just... I gestured at him, not sure what else to say with my description. You know what God has in common? What gods have in common? They operate outside the things they're gods of. Gods of death can't die. Gods of time don't have to worry about time affecting them. Get it? I guess, but like, what makes you so sure you can't die? Just know, feel it in my... Well, I feel it. You think the scar is, for show? What's it like to die? Were you not listening? Good thing you're not, the mastermind, of this whole thing. Otherwise, you'd fit the bill. I was stunned, staring at him with my mouth agape. You know who's behind this? That got your attention, eh? Well, good. Maybe I'll be willing to throw you a clue or two after you've to help me with something. No, tell me before I help you. We stood there, staring at each other in silence, Thanatos sizing me up as it seems. Look, we do it my way or no way, Junior. You want to use the vault? Then you're going to need my help. But you know who's behind this. You could just end it all. See, there's a problem, and why the original plan was doomed to fail. It's failed? We're still in danger, though? Yeah, but not because that was the plan. Remember what I said about being a god of death? You want to be a good mastermind. You can't be part of the victims you're running through the paces. So where does that leave us? The very reason I dragged you out here. You want to go further down this road, then you're gonna have to rise to the challenge. It's too early, Thanatos. I don't get it. I want to go inside and get coffee, or even water at this stage. You have a date tonight with the vault? Checked it before coming to meet you, but there's a password for you today. Wait, what? What's the word? Not so fast, Junior. That's not how this works. You figure it out yourself. Plus, a little help from me. Not at all. What's stopping me from just going to ask Oswin? He'd be able to check, right? Do that, and I'll chew on the cable to take it offline. But why would you do that? My way or no way? I might not get out much, but boy do I get a kick with watching you do what you do. I growled, balling up my fist before realizing that I didn't have much in the way of options. Even if he was bluffing, I didn't feel comfortable making that risk. Okay, fine. If we're doing this, where do we start? First, should narrow down how the vote works. We want the juicy, traumatic stuff, so tell me, Junior, what scares you? A lot of things. If I start thinking, really, more after being in this mansion. We'll have to narrow it down somehow, but that's your job, not mine. So much for helping. Tell you what, I have something that might interest you, but I'll show you later, once we're done with this little investigation. Can I have a clue? Nope, investigation first, and maybe I'll give you a clue later. For now, let's head back inside. If we only just got here, you brought me all the way out here just to say that there was a vision in the vault? You want more than that? Fine. He seemed to look off somewhere, tapping his foot as he thought, his eyes locked on mine after a while, before that smirk came back on his face. You know your mom was here a while back. Wait, when? Why? Take me inside and I'll tell you. I groaned, picking him back up and setting him on my shoulder, walking the way back to back out the maze. I prodded him for some information, but he remained quiet until we were past the threshold of the back door and back inside the house. So, tell me now? Guess I could, but we better make it quick. Why? 'Cause someone might overhear us? Everyone's gonna be up and about for breakfast soon, so gotta keep it hush-hush. We could move inside into the sitting room if you want. Nah, here's fine. Don't go freaking out if I go for your pouch to hide. You're not shy all of a sudden, are you? Me? Nah. When's the Thanatos route? This man's great. Just don't have to have a big fuss about your friends asking about why you're talking to a rat. Or running into Oswin or Benson. Don't think they know I'm out just yet. So about my mom. Sure, rocked up one night wanting to talk to Oswin about a year ago. Something like that anyway. Was a right mess too. Rain wasn't helping, but seemed as though the pair knew each other. Well, Mom was a doctor, so that, you think that had some sort of doctor meeting about something important? Why would she come all the way out here anyway? Only thing that happened around that time was... I trailed off as I set Thanatos down on the stairs, watching him saunter back and forth across the space he was allowed on the step he'd been placed on. Yeah, what you're thinking is on the money. So Mom came here to talk about something related to Dad? Don't know, don't care. I got bored after she started begging. Mom never begs. Yeah, well, you tell me if you were any other hyena named Carol Holloway. I'll wait. That's, We both froze as the sound of people moving about upstairs echoed down to us. We'll pick this up later. Have breakfast and I'll meet you in your room to continue this. Wait. He scurried down the stairs and out of sight, in the direction of the basement, leaving me scratching my head. Huh? Dave? Why are you here? I mean, up this early. Roswell and Dean looked at one another confused. Wait, I'm allowed to be up early, right? Oh, sure. And how much coffee have you had? None. And how long have you been awake? A little while. Again, they look at one another, not convinced. It's not that bad. I just had some stuff on my mind. Couldn't sleep. But that's it. Not anything bad, I promise. Well, if you're sure. For what it's worth, you seem better to have than the past couple days. But if things start weighing you down, let us know, alright? I nodded. The others were coming down the stairs to join us. Breakfast was uneventful, my mind still locked on what Thanatos had said. Funny, I wasn't as worried as I thought I would be. There was a password waiting for me, and that I felt more like a goal than just a worry of a potential thing that might not exist. Hey, Dave. What? You doing all right? You've been real quiet even after downing a mug of coffee. Are you feeling unwell? Maybe you shouldn't have swallowed so fast. No, I'm good, honest. Then why are you shoveling your breakfast in your mouth and just sit there? Don't get me wrong, seeing you eat with enthusiasm is great, but I honestly hadn't noticed. Do you have somewhere to be? What? No, I don't think so. Lie. I'm not. The whole table was looking at me curiously, and I groaned, rubbing my face. Okay, I just want to go back to my room. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do today, beyond maybe giving the Volt a try later. Is that a wise idea? What other choice do we have? Well, just don't go alone. Have to stick together, remember? I can promise that much. Well, good. But, I'm gonna head off, see if I can't figure out what I want to do today. Before the others could say otherwise, I quickly got up and headed upstairs. Sure did take your time. He wanted to eat his brekkie fast. Like, come on, Thanatos. You know Dave is a wimp. And he needs his morning coffee. And scrambled eggs and toast. I wasn't gone that long. But what was I meant to do? Say that I had a talking rat in my room that was telling me about my mom? Do that and they might ship you off to the loony bin. Fat chance of that happening while the road is out. Fair point. So where were we? My mom, she was here, right? Right. Showed up one night out of the blue, caught Benny Boy off guard, drenched and upset. Benny Boy? That's great. Why wasn't I calling him Benny Boy this whole time? I call a lot of characters cute pet names like that, where I just like shorten their name or add a Y to the end of their name, followed by boy. Like, I can't tell you how often I never refer to like Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph as Ralph. Nah, that bitch is Ralphie Boy to me. Like, I've always called him Ralphie Boy. I don't know. Maybe it's the inner Pegasus in me talking, with the Yugi boy and the Kaiba boy. That man's truly blessed. You know what panel I'm talking about, right? In the manga, where he's sitting there with his wine glass and, like, comic book in one hand, and he's just like, fresh gorgonzola cheese. I forget what cheese it was. A freshly poured glass of wine and the greatest American comic, Funny Rabbit. Truly, I am blessed. Like, I love that page. It's so good. That doesn't sound like my mom at all. She's the kind of person who rides motorcycles and picks fights with people when they do her wrong. She doesn't cry. Damn, Dave's mom sounds lit. Like she's gonna just punch someone in the face and steal their money. Neither did you until a few days ago, right? Well, that's different. I was going through things. Maybe your mom was too. Either way, she was here, was late one night, but we're not really close to anything. How can I believe you on her being here? You could tell me anything to get me to cooperate. That's right. I could tell you anything, and you have no choice but to believe me. But she was here. Whether you choose to believe that, it's up to you. I wish I could talk to her. Maybe she'd make some time to let me ask her why she was here. Nodding slowly to myself, taking my eyes off Thanatos to look at the window, I had an idea. Oswin. I could just ask Oswin later, right? If he's willing to talk to you, sure. I think there's a bigger thing to worry about, though. Right, the Vault, which means fears. Let me think. I started to pace, Thanatos watching me from the bed and leaning back against one of the pillows. That sounds cute. That should be a CG. The writer for this game is Grizz, right? Is that his name? Grizz, please. Make a CG of Thanatos just lounging on the pillow, please. That sounds so cute. Come on. Can't be that hard to think about what shakes those bones of yours. There's just so many. What about you? What are you scared of? Don't look at me. I wasn't made to feel fear. Made? What do you mean? Don't you mean born? Same thing to me. People feel like, some people feel it. I don't. Simple as that. I was about to leave it at that, but he seemed to continue on his own, looking troubled. Because if I had to say, though, you know, hypothetical, like, being trapped, maybe. I'm gonna write that down. It's probably not the password, but you know. What, like a cage? Is that why you broke out? Notepad, you are not cooperating with me. Nah, like a metaphor. I just like my freedom. Don't envy your situation, though. You've been trapped in a cage ever since you started messing with the vault. Well, it's scary, knowing that if I screw things up, my friends could die. I don't want to be responsible for that, but here we are. What choice do I have? That's just how the die was cast. Rules are simple enough to follow that you can figure out this one out. Not the first, not the last either. What does that mean? Like I said, rules are simple. You want the word to the vaults? You have to think what could traumatize you. What would scar you so much that it lasts over time and space, yeah? But that could be anything. Geez, you're dense. Think, Junior. For starters, my name isn't Junior, it's Dave. I'll call you what I want. Focus. But you're asking the impossible. Where do I even start? Start with your friends. Already bailed them out once before, right? Is that a clue, or is that just you? Or are you just telling me what I should be doing? You know what the word is, right? He just shrugs, flashing me that smug grin. Fine, but but I'm taking a moment to grab a shower to pass the time until they're done with breakfast. You're in the shower multiple times a day. Why? I just get self-conscious about how I smell. Invest in something for that rather than bathing. Shooting him a look, I went into the shower anyway. Maybe I was being paranoid, but one thing that I remember Dad teaching me is that it's important for hyenas to stay clean. Either way, it couldn't hurt, right? About half an hour later, I was ready to head out again and wandered downstairs. Thanatos in my hoodie pouch. Hoodie pouch? That's just that just sounds weird. I know what it's talking about, but I'm always like, that's just a front pocket. That's just a pocket. That's not a pouch. Like where was I? Although the noticeable bulge meant I was carrying something and I needed to think of an excuse just in case. Okay, so now I need to find my friends. They're done with breakfast, so they're around here somewhere, right? Who are you talking to? Well, Roswell, where did you come from? I've been around, still figuring out what I should be doing today, but nothing's really jumped out at me. Oh, and judging from your reaction, you've got plans, right? Am I that obvious? Yes, Dave. A little. But I don't think that's a bad thing. There are others that I can ask, so it's no big deal. Sorry, yeah, I want to investigate this thing just to put my mind at ease. Oh, then don't let me stop you. I think Haas has gone to find Benson, and Dean and Sal are having a chat about something. To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying. What about Ty and Orlando? Oh, there. I don't know how I feel about those, where, like, the game kind of takes control and ends that sentence. Like, I don't know. I'm not that fond of it. Cutting Roswell off was the sound of Tyson yelling upstairs, followed by another sound by Orlando. That sounds bad. That was Ty's angry yell, and I don't think they're in danger, but I'll go check it out. Want to come with? I'll pass. I think I might go see if I can bug Oswin some more. After all, someone's got to keep him on his toes. You really shouldn't mess with him like that. Why not? It's all in good fun. And I'm not like I'm doing anything untoward towards him. Untoward? Not yet, anyway. Not yet? What are you planning? Many things. But I don't know. There's something about him that makes me think he's lonely. Or maybe I'm just, want to be maybe he just wants to be left alone, and I'll find out eventually. Yet again, another yell comes from upstairs. You should get going if you want to, tear the house down before they tear the house down. Stay safe, Roswell. See you later. I breathed a sigh of relief as it hit the top of the stairs, half cradling Thanatos still hidden. He hadn't said anything, and was almost deadly still. I was about to ask him if he was okay, but yet another yell drew me to the rec room. I told you, it's too fucking loud. It's already at 10%. If I make it any quieter, I won't be able to hear anything. Looking between the two, Tyson seemed irritated, tugging at his ears and snarling as he spoke. He seemed a little too standoffish at breakfast, but I hadn't really paid attention. I don't care, turn it down more. You could always leave. You're just lucky Dave's here, otherwise I'd punch you in the face. Tyson, what's gotten into you? My words caught in my throat and my stomach lurched. My vision started to turn blue, and Tyson's response came out sarcastically, and first before trailing off, his expression turned concern. Then it went black. I felt like I was floating, or maybe I was just vaguely conscious, but trying to remember what made me black out. Was Tyson all right? Was Orlando? Even Thanatos? Oi! My hearing returned first, soon followed by the feeling of something pushing, plush? plush underneath me. Oi, get up! First you nearly crush me, then you're just gonna lay there sleeping. My face hurt, and as Thanatos reeled back to slap me across the... that sounds adorable, though. Just like slapping Dave in the face? That just sounds great. Sitting up quickly and shifting him away from me. Finally! Oh, how long have you been hitting me? My face really hurts. Lost count. Just figured eventually you'd wake up. What about how long I was sleeping for? What happened? You tell me. You were talking to their wolf friend, and then next thing I knew, you're landing face first on the floor. And I got here. Tyson and Orlando carried you here. Or rather, Tyson did, and then Orlando made sure you were all comfy-like. Normally, Tyson would do that too. Yeah, well, he seemed to be in a mood, didn't he? He was yelling about the volume of the TV, I think. Seemed that way. I don't even think it was... I didn't even hear it when I was walking into the room, so... That couldn't have been it, right? Beats me. This is your investigation. You are still able to, yeah? Yeah, well, I'll be fine. Well, way I see it, you at least have a lead now. Yeah, just God, my head is killing me for some reason. It's really bad. And? What did you expect me to do about it? Did I land on your head, or when I blacked out, or? Was in your pocket, so don't know. Don't think so. I got up out of bed, rubbing my head as I stood up. I should go check on Orlando and Tyson, figure out this password thing. Who are you planning on talking to first? Does it matter? Guess not. But you want to talk to both. Consider it a clue. Well, we're gonna go with Tyson first because we're in the Tyson route. And, you know, he's cute. And... yeah. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. This voice is killing me. I don't know why I'm doing it. Like, I'm not obligated to do voices. And in fact, I'm usually like, I'm not going to do voices because that's just bad. But, you know, I've been doing this now for a month and a half. I think I started in late June. It was around my birthday. Yeah, because I did the Arches stream on my birthday. And that was kind of like me really doing it for the first time. And yeah, it's bad. Like that... that stream was real bad. Not as bad as the smoke room streams, because I had to take those down. But because I was not okay with the quality of how I read that. We'll do a real playthrough of that sometime later, okay? Okay. I wander out and followed the sounds of an angry Matt muttering upstairs to the conservatory. Actually, I might just stop this part here for now. All right, that sounds fine. I'm a bit tired. Well, maybe I want to go to sleep tonight, unlike most nights. So yeah, we're gonna stop. See you around, everyone.